Hey y'all, I hope you're having a good Friday. I'm worn out already. It's time for the weekend. Today is Friday, April 26th, I think, 2019. I do know that for sure. And this is FlossTube number 70. Again, time flies when you're having fun. Welcome back to the crazy, y'all. It's been a crazy few weeks like always around here. I am wondering why it sounds like somebody is tearing up something in the bedroom. Who knows in my house? Anyway, thanks for coming again to visit. I'm so glad that you found me and you came over for a chat. Whether you're here for the first time or you're back for the 20th, I just appreciate y'all so much. I've been trying real hard to keep up with the comments, and I think that as of right now, I'm caught up. Hopefully, unless somebody's commented today, because I haven't had time to be on YouTube today. But I am trying to be better about that again, because I had a couple of videos where I'd really, when I got the notification on my phone, I'd give them the little heart, but I didn't have time to actually comment. And I sure really enjoy the give and take with you guys, so please keep commenting, and I will do my best to answer. I don't always get it done, but I do try. It's been a crazy few weeks, like always. Before my last FlossTube, or on my last FlossTube, I told you guys that that Sunday we were going to Mesquite, and we did. Steve drove. It's right at a 6. We made it in under 6 hours because it was a Sunday and there wasn't any traffic. If it's a weekday and there's traffic going through Dallas, yeah, the traffic starts just south of the Texas-Oklahoma border and goes all the way, which is right at, I think, 75 miles-ish. But because it was Sunday, we had a really pleasant drive. So that was nice. And I got a little bit of stitching done. But what I took the stitch on was 36 count. Not well thought out, although I think almost everything I have now is on 36 count. And the roads are not notoriously great, so there's a lot of bumpiness, and I got a little bit of stitching done, but not a whole lot. But it was a nice day. I got to visit with my friend Charlotte. I got to hang out with my hubby for 6 hours there and 6 hours back. I took Julie and her 2 kittens back to Charlotte. They did great. She was glad to get them back. And I brought my 2 girls who'd been at Charlotte's to be bred home. Maddie is for sure not pregnant. She's been screaming her head off in the heat for the last week. So she's had a 4-day visit with Ori, my stud boy. And you may hear her pass by and yodel at any time. And the jury is still out on whether Praline is pregnant or not. I don't really think so. She hasn't pinked up appreciably, but I still have my fingers crossed. But if she's not, she can go to Ori because they're not related. So it won't be a crisis. I just won't have kittens as soon as I'd like. Most of my other kittens are doing great. I have one who's kind of droopy. I have a vet appointment for her on Monday. I hope that she's going to be okay. So y'all say a little prayer for her. Other than that, kitties, no other kitty news. Steve's off today. He's over at my in-laws, so he can use my dad's gun room, which is pretty much soundproof. Doing a podcast because last night was the start of the NFL draft, and you would think it was the second coming. He is so excited about it. He is a football fanatic, so he's over there doing a podcast with a friend about their fantasy football league they're getting started on. Oh well, I'm talking to y'all about cross stitch. I guess I shouldn't point the finger too much, right? But anyway, he may stroll through here in a little bit. He may not. We'll see how long it takes him. I think that's about the only news. You watch. That funny face will be the one YouTube catches. No matter how long I hold up something cool for my little snapshot for the video, it never catches that. It always catches me going, ooh, or something like that. So you watch. It'll be true. Unlike the last few weeks, I do have a couple of finishes to show you. So let's get started 5 minutes in and talk about some actual cross stitch. I'm going to show this, and I'm going to show the pattern very briefly. I don't think you'll be able to tell much from this distance. I've already sent this pattern off to Crystal Geek. She had seen it, and I have shared it with her. And I finished this last Sunday, I think. Sunday or Monday, one of those two. This is Easter Notes from Shepherd's Bush. And I'm very happy to have it done. I did change it up considerably as far as I did not use either the call for linen or call for threads. I brightened it up because I wanted to use this really pretty linen, which is a 36 count from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. And I plan to make this into a little pillow. I just need to get my tuchus in gear and get motivated and go do some finishing. But I'm happy to have it done. I did not purchase the button pack that goes with it. There's supposed to be a button here, and I just put another little flower in. And there's a couple other buttons, and I just, you know, faked it basically. I thought I left out a stitch. It's there. It's just hard to see on this. There you go. You actually see there's stitches there now. But anyway, I'm happy with it. I got it done before Easter. I didn't get it finished, but I did get it done before Easter. I think that counts, right? So, and I had another finish. And my second finish was Honeybee Hill from Blackbird Designs. And this was a Mania start for me last year. And I finished it, I think Tuesday, I believe. And I have lots and lots of changes on here. I had all of the call for threads for this and decided I didn't like some of them. Like, I don't like how dark this B-skep is up here. You'll notice here, it does not look anywhere near as dark. I didn't like that. I did not like it enough to rip it out. But when I did the second B-skep here, I did lighten up the color considerably, and I like the way that one looks a lot better. I also changed, you know what, I didn't have all the call for. I did substitute some on this. Some of the flowers are in a Victorian motto. The house is in a Victorian motto. And then I guess the biggest single change was the wording said, for a bee's experience of clovers and of noon, which is a quote from somebody. I don't think that was an Emily Dickinson quote, but it might be. I just don't remember. But I wasn't crazy about it. It didn't speak to me. So I did change that up also. And I just went to Stitch Fiddle, which is a free program where you can graph stuff out. It's very, very easy to use. It doesn't always do a great job of printing. Sizing on printing can sometimes be problematic. But I just graphed out, be kind, be fabulous, be yourself. And I'm showing that because I did it, so I don't think it can hurt to show it. And substituted that for the wording. And then I have a couple of other little changes, some intentional, some not. My mother-in-law is going to mow the freaking yard. And all my windows are open because it's so pretty outside. Let me show y'all. It's a gorgeous, beautiful day. So, excuse the lawnmower in the background. That woman, she would mow 24/7. I swear to God, if she could, she would do it. It's insane. Because I think that's work, and I don't wanna. So those were my two finishes. Last time I told you I thought I was gonna have a couple of starts, and I did. That same, I think it was the same Friday that I did the video. If not, it was the Saturday after. I started Home for Christmas from Plum Street Samplers, which is a kit from, I believe, Dying to Stitch. And this was one that I got through the generosity of Tamara Bowen, this Nana Stitches. Thank you again, Tamara. And I got it started somewhere. And this is the kitted thread and fabric. And the fabric is 36 count winter brew, which I believe is an R&R. And I got most of the house done, mostly outlined. I had intentionally quit working on that to save that for like travel stitching. because, you know, I like that kind of stuff for just filling the blanks. And then the other night I got this urn and most of the one white pumpkin and started my vine, and then I've got some vine and I need to get done over here with this urn. But for about, I think, 3 days stitching, I'm happy with that. I don't think it'll take me a real long time to finish it, hopefully. Like by Christmas, which for me, pretty good. And then my second new start was, this is one that Lynette with Homesteading on the Home Front has shown several times. She just finished it. This is In Full Glory by Blackbird Designs, and it's from the Sweet Land of Liberty book, which I already had. So just her talking about doing this and several people starting something from this book at the Frugal Yankee Retreat was motivation for me to get this started. I do love this. I pulled the few, did I have any other call for? I think I had exactly 3 of the call for threads. And the ones I didn't have, I just substituted from my Victorian Motto collection. I did intentionally pull a brighter red and a truer blue to do the flag in the house because I wanted that really red, white, and blue look. And this is what I've got so far. Got my house outlined and the windows in, so now I can just go back and blindly stitch. And I have one big change, and that is the eagle there. The eagle was charted in solid brown, and I didn't like that. I wanted it to actually look like an eagle. So now he has a white head and white tail and a gold beak and feet. And I got a little star on my flag. So this is on 36 count Heartland by Picture This Plus. And again with miscellaneous threads. But that's going really pretty. Both of these that I started are going really quick. I've been happy with my progress on those because I think both of them got, I think Home for Christmas may have gotten 3 days, and I think this one got 2 evenings, I believe. But for limited stitching time, I'm happy with where they are. I gotta look at my list because God knows what else I've got. Okay, WIPs. This was the most productive couple of weeks of stitching I've had in a while. I really felt like lately I've gotten bupkis done. But this week, for some reason, the stars seemed to align and I felt like I did get some stuff done. And this was my New Year's start. This is Love Never Fails, sorry about the glare, from Barbara Anna, and I'm doing this as a wedding sampler for Steve and I. This is the Loved One Sal on Instagram, and I'll put that hashtag below. And I started this, like I said, on New Year's, and I have made some decent progress on it. This is on 36 count vintage navy bean, and when you last saw it, I had this bird outlined but not completely filled in, and I didn't have this bird done at all, and I have outlined him and got him partially filled in. And then I've gotten a pretty good start, at least on outlining the guy over here. He's got his moon pale face there, so I'm happy with that. I would like to have this done. My anniversary is August 7th, and I would like to have this done by then. We'll see. If not, you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna sweat it, but ideally I'd like to have this done by then, and pretty happy so far with my progress the last couple weeks on that. Oh, this is stitched in a conversion to Carrie's Creation Silks that Julie McConnell at Reflections Framing and Stitching in Omaha did for me, and I will list Julie's contact information below. If you ever want a conversion, the Carries are a pleasure to stitch with. Her direct customer service leaves something to be desired, but if you call Julie, Julie stocks it in her shop, and she does a great job. Like I said, she worked that conversion up for me, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Julie. I've really enjoyed stitching with those silks. And speaking of stitching with silks, I have put some work in on Joyeux Noel, which is a Blackbird Designs piece from think maybe the book is Joyeux, Noel. I couldn't remember last time. I don't remember this time. I'll try to link it below. I'm also doing this one in a silk conversion. I have a couple of the called fors, and then I pulled from my, I mean, I have a real smorgasbord here. I've got Belle Soie, which is one of the called fors. I've got a couple of Silks for You. I've got a Splendor, which is also called for. Silks for You, this Needlepoint Ink and this NPI were called for. I have a Vera Soie. There's another NPI, another Belle Soie, another NPI. So I've got, you know, I've got some of the called fors, but I also subbed what I had. But they're all silks and they're all just so lusciously soft. I want to pet them. And I've made real good progress again on it. I hope maybe, we'll see what I get done. But I would like to think that maybe I will get a finish on this possibly this week. We'll see. Depends on what I work on. The last time y'all saw it, I was up to, I think, the N here on that four-sided stitch, which again, not my favorite. But I did finish that row, which works out being an additional row because I did the row above and cross stitch. That was supposed to be four-sided stitch. So I finished the four-sided stitch, and here's where I left the beaten path. This border, which is little hearts laying on their side, or not border, but this row, is taken from another Blackbird Designs pattern. And then this, I decided it says Welcome Friends, but it says Welcome Friends in French, which is Bienvenue les amis. I decided since Joyeux Noel was in French, I'd go ahead and do the French wording on this. And my French accent was not wonderful when I took French 40-ish plus years ago, and it has not improved. It's gotten probably much worse. But very happy with how it's working out. I'm going to, all I have to do on this is another row down here, which I'm changing to some tulips, which are also from another Blackbird Designs pattern, and then close up the box. So not a whole lot left to do on that one. I'm hoping again to maybe get that line of the border and stuff done this week, because I'd like to be done with this. I've loved every stitch of it. It's been an absolute pleasure. Oh, and in my last couple of videos, I went back and watched one of them because I was looking for where I'd been on something. And I noticed that I said that this was a fabric flare fabric. It is not. This is fabric from XG Designs. It's a 36 count linen from Joyeux with XG Designs, and it is soft and smells good and is lovely. I don't remember the color, but if anybody's curious, I can look it up. So very happy with that. And I'm sorry I'm putting them up because I'll have a big mess. No, what are you doing? You can't have the thread. I have a visitor. Come here. Come here, Pris. Prissy says hi. Here's a kitty for you, Caleb. Prissy's my little girl that her daddy lives in Cincinnati, so her mommy was a kitty I went to Cincy about a year ago to pick up. So she, the end of May, will be a year old, and she's doing so good. She's so sweet, and she's soft as silk to touch too. Typical Berman. And now I'm covered in cat fuzz. Oh my God, y'all, it's spring, so you know they're shedding like there's no tomorrow. And I grew up in South Texas where there is a lot of cotton grown. And when you're driving down the roads at cotton harvest in Texas, if you get behind these big old cotton trucks, you can see cotton going all over the place. My house looks like a cotton truck exploded in it because there's just tumbleweeds of hair. Now, a lot of cats live in my house, so that's a lot of fur, but I can't keep up. It is what it is. But I wouldn't trade it. I love my babies. But it looks like a cotton truck exploded in here. It absolutely does. And then the last thing I worked on, I'll stop talking about cats now. Last thing I worked on, and I hadn't pulled this out for 2 to 3 months probably. I think I started this in January maybe. This is Fractur Flowers from La Di Da. It's a beautiful pattern. But I had seen the pattern and thought, oh, that's pretty. But I fell in love with it when I saw Julie McConnell's conversion. If you go to Julie's Instagram, which I believe is Reflections Framing and Stitching, and scan back probably a year or so ago, you will see a picture of her conversion and then one done in the called for and then one done in somebody else's conversion. And her conversion is so vibrant and so beautiful. I can't share her conversion because you have to contact her to get it. But it's a mix of Gast and Classic Colorworks, and I think there may be 1 week's in there. I don't remember for sure. And she did it on Picture This Plus Murky. And like I said, I just fell in love with that. So last night, I'd gotten to a stopping place on the Joyeux Noel, and I thought, well, I want to work on something else. So I pulled this back out. Like I said, I hadn't touched this for about 2 months. And I finished this, I don't know what you call it, this Octopussy Motif. Looks like an octopus to me, although it only has 4 arms. I finished this motif on the vase here, and then I added some more of the red, and then because I had a little bit of red thread left on my needle, I did this piece here, and a little piece of the white thread. I did this piece over here. While Steve was watching the draft last night, that's what I got done. So I love this. I think I'm gonna work on it again tonight. Really like it. So who knows when Joyeux Noel will get done, because now I'm fascinated with this. But thank you again, Julie. Again, if you ever need a conversion, Julie is actually absolutely awesome to work with, and she's got wonderful, wonderful color sense. This is part of my Stitch 9. Not that I'm sticking to that, but because, you know, I can't stick to anything. But anyway, that's what I'm probably going to work on again tonight. My plans are basically to keep doing what I'm doing, stitching on, you know, it's like, I think Nancy Laura from the Addicted Sisters says she has a screaming rotation. She works on whatever's screaming the loudest at her. I'm the same way. I just, you know, whatever's calling to me is what I'm going to work on. So right now it's Fractur Flowers, but I am loving everything that I showed y'all. I've really enjoyed working on that stuff. So I think I will be back to it all soon. What else? Let me see. I have a little bit of haul. It's all of my of the month stuff. This is from, and I did not follow the FlossTube rule. I'm a very practical person, y'all. And the FlossTube rule of don't use it till you show it, that's all fine and well and good, but, you know, practicality went out, and I wanted to start in full glory, and I decided it was going to look great on this, so I cut a piece off of it. But this is Heartland from Picture This Plus, which I think is one of their new colors this year, and it is a very pretty mottled gold. That's pretty true. I like it a lot. And I get my fabric of the month from Drema at Needlecraft Corner. And I will try to remember to link her shop and email in the show notes below. Try to remember. I can't remember what I had for breakfast. So we'll see how that works. And then my other of the month thing that I got, these were actually, she sent them in this pretty bag. These are my March silks of the month. She emailed us all earlier in the month to let us know that April was going to be running a little bit late. But these are my silks of the month from Silks for You. And this is coming across more green than it actually is. It's more blue. But they're very, very pretty. They are a wonderful deal. The Silks of the Month Club is 5 10-yard or 10 meter, just a little bit more than 10 yards, skeins of 6-stranded silk floss. They're wonderful. They feel beautiful. 5 of them for 20 bucks. You can't beat that deal with a stick. And that 20 bucks includes shipping from Australia. So I'm very happy to be adding to my silk stash with those. I'm gonna keep doing that as long as she keeps making it available to do. And then my last thing was my of the month stuff, or flosses, from Nancy at Victorian Motto. And they are really, really pretty. I love this pink. Pink is my favorite color, and that's a really pretty pink. It's not quite as, it's a little bit softer pink than what it looks like right there, but very, very pretty. Gorgeous colors. Those are the limited editions, and then I get 6 each of the limited editions and then 6 of the primitives. And this is a silvery blue, really pretty. So I enjoy those a lot. Nancy does a great job. All of those ladies are great to work with. Is that it? I think that might be it. Holy moly. Oh, man. Okay. Well, I had a giveaway. This is the giveaway from last week. The birdhouse sampler from Charlene Designs. Y'all, I completely forgot to go and do the random comment picker thing on this. But I will be back within the next probably 3 or 4 days because I'm going to do a Mania Plans video. I just didn't get my crap together and get my stuff all pulled because, you know, I don't like kidding. But I do have Mania Plans. I'm not going to do 19 starts because that about made me crazy. Well, crazier than usual last year, but I plan to do 5. There's 5 weeks in May. I think I can handle 5. We'll see. But my plan is to do 5. So I'm going to get those kitted up probably tomorrow. And when I do, I will have just a video about the Mania Plans. Because, you know, I like to keep these fairly short because my internet speed is not awesome. Part of the cost of living in BFE. So I'll do a separate Mania video about Mania start plans. And I'll pull the winner for this when I do that. If you've won anything else from me, that's all been mailed out as of today. I went to the post office when I went out and ran errands this morning. So if you were owed something from me, it's now on its way. I don't think that I have anything else that I owe anybody that I haven't mailed yet, with the exception of this, and I don't know who won it yet. So, you know, I'm just lazy. I don't, several of those things were international shipping things, and the post office here is not the sharpest tools in the shed about that. So when I don't ship a whole lot until I, you know, go into Alma or Fort Smith because I get frustrated. But anyway, but there was no line. I think that's about all I have. Thank y'all again for coming by to visit. I sure do appreciate it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking about. I love chatting back and forth with y'all. You can also comment on this video to be entered for the birdhouse sampler up until when I post the Mania update. And when I post the Mania update, I will put at the top, giveaway closed. But if you're interested in the birdhouse sampler, comment on this video or the last video, number 69, to be entered, and I will do the random comment picker thingy and we'll choose a winner for that. Thanks again, y'all, for coming by to visit. I sure appreciate it. Love talking about cross stitch with you. I've watched, I did watch a couple of new people this week, but I don't remember who. So I'll try to remember to do those shout outs when I do the Mania video. Okay? Okay. That's the plan. I'll talk to you guys in a few days. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. I hope you're having a happy life. Love y'all bunches. God bless. Bye-bye.